Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring the Postcards from Avalidad campaign setting. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this tech-noir universal setting, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about technology and drugs. Though most advanced technology is still rare, it will be available for player characters and most certainly for the villains in this setting. If the characters are old money or new money, they can afford any of it. Even restricted items if they are corporate workers. If they are middle class, biotech augmentations are probably out of the question. Let them turn to cybertech instead. But gadgets and drugs are still affordable, up to a point. If they are working as operatives, it won't really matter. Everything needed shall be provided by their employers. Biotechnological enhancements are the current fad. Even in the black market, you can still get cybertech implants. The Lazarus clinics are the best and safest places to be biomodified, but also the most expensive. The cybertech versions of biotech augmentations are less expensive and are affordable by non-corporate people, but they are ugly, uncomfortable, and likely to malfunction and require repairs. There are other augmentations, the future tech prototypes, most of which are still a secret. Now let me give you some examples of these augmentations. You have subdermal armor, anti-aging gene therapy, mental augmentation, body sculpting, regenerative bio-augmentation, enhanced reflex systems, smart tattoos, which are patches of configurable skin that can be updated and controlled via your smartphone. There's also smart hair, smart skin, air filters, implanted air supply, contraceptive implants, sensory boosters, anti-toxin nanites, extended vision options, implanted phones and radios, just to name a few. And of course you have various options when it comes to prosthetics and cyber frames. It's important to note that you have general information to use all of these different implants, augmentations, gadgets with any role-playing game, but you also have stats to use them with actual fucking monsters and the Asterisk Punk role-playing game. Now let's talk about gadgets. You have Oxet. Probably the most common of all the gadgets, it is becoming ubiquitous in households everywhere. The Oxet is basically the new TV set. It's used precisely for the same thing, but instead of a screen, you watch the shows in augmented reality. You also have the Dream Machines. The original Dream Machine was a stroboscopic device invented by Ian Somerville, a computer programmer associated with prominent members of the Beat generation. People use dream machines at home for relaxation or meditation purposes, and religions or sects install dream machines at their gathering places during ritual ceremonies to enhance the believer's religious ecstasy. And of course, you also have information on the GamePod and Neuropod. The commercial version is a biotechnological virtual reality game console produced by Burroughs Tech. The console itself is the same size as a modern gaming console, but it's not sleek and angular. It's a fleshy hemisphere with protruding parts used as controls. According to Burroughs Tech marketing teams, the GamePod creates the perfect illusion of a virtual environment where anything can happen. The restricted GamePod, known as Neuropod, is connected to the user through a neuroport located in the spine. The enhanced version of the GamePod is also used for entertainment, gaming, and education, but other possible uses are being investigated. Now let's talk about drugs. Any current legal or illegal drug will be available on the streets, but many new enhancement drugs are designed by big pharma companies like Leary Pharmaceuticals. The psionic drugs are the most powerful ones in terms of effects, but they are still in a primitive state, where results aren't guaranteed. Let's talk about some of these drugs. You have Salviax. This is usually presented in a liquid form to be consumed orally. This is a psionics enhancement drug, but of all the people who consume it, only a tiny percentage achieve significant preternatural performance. There are also Olympiroids. This is basically the next step in anabolic steroids. Olympiroids increase muscular strength much more than regular androgens and decrease the side effects such as high blood pressure and liver damage. They aren't totally innocuous though, especially when used for long periods, and the black market variant is as harmful as current day steroids. These are just a few examples, and there are many recreational drugs as well. This concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the otherworldly, the appendix, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this campaign setting. The player characters and non-player characters can surely use these implants, drugs, gadgets, augmentations to perform better at any task, but there is always going to be a price. That will be heavy on your wallet, your body, and your mind. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. Once again, thank you, and see you later.